The last couple videos have been how I organize my seed packets to make it quick and easy to plant. I showed you how you can look up your spring and fall frost dates based on your zip code. Those are going to be your zeros. Most seed packets are going to show you how many weeks before your average last frost date you can plant indoors and outdoors. I take an address label that I cut in half over on the left to correspond with this week number. I go ahead and I put the spring dates that I can seed and the fall dates. And in the center, I put handy info like how deep to plant it, how many per square feet I can plant, and how often I can repeat planting. So there are some seeds that you can plant as early as 12 weeks before your last frost date. And today is February 19th, so my closest date is February 17th. And I'm just going to grab all of them. Shout out to Epic Gardening. These seeds are specifically grown for beginning gardeners. And as you can see on the front of the package, they already tell you what sun requirements it needs, and that this is a warm season crop and it's 60 days to harvest. If I didn't have all that information on the front of the package already, I would go ahead and I would use a full address label. The reason I do this is all the information is usually on the back of the package, and when I have things stored in like baseball card holders, I can see what seeds I have, but I don't know any information about it. So I have to keep flipping the package over and over and over again to try to remember how deep to plant it, when to plant it, things like this. This gives me all that information right in the front, and having it organized like this, I don't have to keep going into a box and looking for what seeds I can plant that week. Many seed packets, you can just open up this tab, and if the stickiness isn't sticky enough, they're never going to close again. And these are stuck on really good, so I hate just ripping that part off. I take a pair of scissors and I just cut off a sliver of the top. For some of their seeds, they have it in another little tiny packet inside the big packet. And again, I just cut off a little bit to access the seeds. What I do is I take these Craft Six popsicle sticks, and I will take a very fine line marker, and I will put what I'm growing. I'll put pepper, and it's a sweet pepper, and then I'll flip it over to show you that it's a mini red bell. And for indoor seed starting, this is all you're going to need. This is going to be just fine. If you are starting seeds outdoors, I suggest something a little sturdier, like these plastic, and I use paint pens, not that marker, because the marker will fade in the sun. Here again, I have sweet pepper and mini red bell. Once I've got that done, I'll put the label, and I will put the little package back in here. There they are. And even though they will be upright in this container, I still am a klutz and I tend to drop things. So I will fold over the seed packet, and then I'll use the edge of a pencil or a marker to kind of crimp that shut securely. For this one, the last date to plant them indoors is -8, but I can still plant them outdoors pretty soon. So I will find the -4, and then I'll just slip this packet right behind there, and I'm ready to plant again from -4 to -2. Once I'm all done with the spring dates, if it's something that can be grown again, I will grab that packet from wherever I've stopped here, and I will go back and I will find the -10 that's over on the right-hand side, which is fall. And I'll put the packet there, and I'll keep going back every week until I can no longer plant. And once I'm completely done with this, over on the -8, which is 8 weeks before my first fall frost, then I'll take this packet and I'll put it in the back. I'll try to keep them in some kind of order, And then I will take all of these all will be empty, and they'll all be jammed together. So I will take what's back here and I will re-put them into the proper area, and I am ready for next year's planting.